It's week 3 of the NFL, and our focus is on Chase Claypool. He was historic a week ago, surpassing Shannon Sharp's 2002 mark of 214 yards by a tight end. It's the Dolphins and the Bengals, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Still going. Inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still first down. Here we go, here we go. 11, mighty. 12, 11, MT, take.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Miami defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On 2.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 9.
11, 11. Dodge.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
11, Thomas. 11, MT. 11, MT.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Channing Tindall in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory down at the 31. Now Burrow. On this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Again, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dab, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. Then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
21G, 21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel. Totally.
Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On first down, they'll go to ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Now a 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. 1st down. Here's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the turnover, it's Tua. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
To the air again, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Stop! Stop!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go. 12.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 50 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Castillo.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Steps away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
They'll set up to throw.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
11 mighty. Here we go. Stop.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And that went on the money to Claypool downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Option handoff now to Achane. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So we have reached a no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Castillo looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Castillo looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tariq Carpenter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Burrow looking to pass. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Fielded at the 43. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a 3rd down throw that misses the target, incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1, right?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
11.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw is Castillo. Throwing on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Achane. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bengals' 48-yard line.
Now Castillo to throw on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll take this down inside the 45. Operating from the gun. Castillo looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 21.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
11, Thomas.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
Burrow will throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken at around the 40. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out looking to oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Castillo now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow on play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down at 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Here's 1st down.
11 mighty, 12, 11 MT, take.
Hands it off out of the gun.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas.
All the option left, it's Burrow.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it?
And he will take it out and for Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
So Tua and the Dolphins
down by 7. A minute 38 to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That is incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time If you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
He's got Claypool, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. 35-35. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right.
Now Ball loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
11, empty. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11,
to throw, Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm one, ready?
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
11 empty, 11 empty. 12, 12, 12.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Free football, 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
149 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing, Burrow. Complete, Smith has it. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Well, a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Burrow. Short throw to Smith.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense. A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we